We'll go back into Revelation chapter 18 and verse 19. Alright, it says, "And they cast dust on their heads, and cried, weeping and wailing, saying, at last, that great city, wherein were made rich all that had ships in the sea by reason of her costliness. For in 1 hour is she made desolate." See, in 1 hour, you see, is she made desolate. See, you're going to be made desolate in 1 hour because her sin had reached up unto heaven. You know, that great city, the Roman Catholic Church, you know, the Vatican. All right, and verse 20 says, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostle and prophets, for God had avenged you on her." See, I say it was destroyed. See, and the 10 horns burned up with fire. See, we're not there yet. You know, a lot of people were saying that was the other pope that had died and all that. That was the last pope. They're not that. They're not understanding the scriptures. See, that's the last beast government. See, the first was like a lion, had eagle wing. That's the first one. And the second like unto a bear. That's what we're watching now, the first and the second beast, like the Russian bear. And the third one was like a leopard. And we're not to the leopard yet. After the United States horn get broken, then we'll get into the leopard. They have 4 heads, 4 rulers. Then after the leopard, them 10 horns will show up. The latter time, the leopard. See, a leopard gonna have 4 heads. Could be China, Russia, they're like Britain and the Vatican in there. A little horn, a false prophet. See, then after the third beast, then we'll get into the 4th beast when the 10 horn come in. That'll be the 4th beast with the false prophet. The false prophet will get out from the 3rd beast and get with the 10 kings when it shows up and give power unto them. And that's the final beast. See, Daniel broke it down to us. And you can understand, know why we are in Bible prophecy. You know, if we pay attention, you know, what's going on in the world. There's a lot of people don't understand that. You know, think that the United States, that's the United States in Revelation 18, all these prophets been saying that. I've been hearing that for many years, 20-some, 30 years most, that it's not true. It's the last beast government with those 10 horns, the false prophet with those 10 horns. Go back into Daniel. So I just explained it to you. You got 4 beasts. That's why it's 1, 2, 3, 4. You know, 4 don't come before 1. See, our symbol is an eagle. First was like a lion, had eagle wings. And Britain, the symbol is a lion. So we ally with Britain. And you see, we work together. You know, we all are brothers, just like with Israel. You know, they're from the seed of Jacob, Judah. You know, the son that was named Judah. And have Ephraim seed or Joseph seed. See, we like from Britain, like from Ephraim seed, Joseph seed. But they are brothers. You see, Jacob had 12 sons. It's like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Denmark, you know, all those nations, Sweden and this and that, they are brothers, you know. Australia and New Zealand, they're the same, like I think maybe come from Ephraim seed, you know. But you gotta understand that. That's why most of those nations, they never been hungry like for food, because they're from Jacob's seed. I know people don't pay attention to that, you know, like Canada, Australia, New Zealand, France, you know, and all that, Denmark, you know, Sweden, you know, it's a lot of other nations too. But I'm just be trying to show y'all. But okay, we'll go back into Revelation 18 and 20. It said, "Rejoice over her, thou heaven, and ye holy apostle and prophet, for God hath avenged you on her." Verse 21 said, and a mighty angel took up a stone like a great millstone and cast it into the sea, saying, "Thus with violence," see, he said, "thus with violence shall that great city Babylon be torn down, and shall be found no more at all." See, he said, "Thus with violence." See, anytime you go against God's word, it's caused violence. You see, this is what I be trying to tell people. You know, see, when you're trying to change God's law, it causes violence. It's just like God tell us to not to be no homosexual. And then you go want to say, "Oh yeah, I'll pass the law, make it legal." You know, all that. See, all that causes violence. About women's rights and all that. You know, God said a man is the head, but the woman said, "Oh, you're not the head of me." So all that caused violence, caused the home to be destroyed, and the children just do whatever they want to do. That's why they be killing against the police officer and killing one another. You know, like those black boys are just killing one another for nothing. See? All that caused violence. Because the women were supposed to stay home and take care of the children, but they don't want to do that. Just like the Bible tell you, I can go back into the scriptures, you know, like I said, like the women dressing like men want to be in the army and all that. And God said for them not to be only the male child on there. You can go to what I think is Numbers chapter 1 in verse 2 and 3. They said, "Take ye the sum of all the congregation of the children of Israel after their families, by the house of their fathers, with the number of their name, every male by their pool." See, every male. And it said a woman to be in the army, no female. Every male. It didn't say no female. It's caused problems about rape and all that, discrimination, rape and all. See, you weren't supposed to have it. Just like when in World War I, World War II, they only had male child in the army fighting. This is how God set it up. So when you go against that, you cause violence. You destroy yourself. This is what I'll be trying to show y'all. I can go back in Leviticus chapter 18 and verse 22. It said, "Thou shalt not lie with mankind as with womankind. It is abomination." See, that's what God said. Look what the man do not pass law, make homosexual, transgender legal. See? And you destroy yourself. You do everything the opposite what God says. This is what causes violence and destroy yourself. That's why God be destroying you with famine, pestilence, bring all the evil, and famine, pestilence, diseases upon you, earthquake, tornadoes destroy you. Storm, hurricane, different way, flood, fire. And that happening all around the world, in the U.S., everywhere. All that's God's doing because you don't want to obey. He's putting the heat up on us. That's why we have getting hotter in the world now today. But all that's God's doing. You have to understand that because you're disobeying God, God punish you. Punish the people. Just like he said about God said about the women. Want to be like a man, dress like a man. And Deuteronomy chapter 22 and verse 5 it said, the woman shall not wear that which pertaineth unto a man. See, just anything that pertaineth unto a man, she's not supposed to wear. It said, neither shall a man put on a woman garment, for all that do so are abomination unto the Lord thy God. See, Bible tell you what the women do. I remember my sister when I first started wearing pants. I think it was late 50s, early 60s or late 50s. She started wearing pants. She used to start going out and wearing pants. She used to tell me to zip her pants in the back. And at first they put the zipper on the back. Then after it went to the side. Then after it went to the front, like a man got a Peter, didn't care anymore. The sister started making women pants zipping on the front, like they got a Peter. Now that's all they wear now. See, they got away from God. Everything what God said for you to not to do, for them to not to do, this is what they do. They do the opposite. The devil play the opposite. Do the opposite of what God says. So-called freedom. We don't have any freedom without God. So that's why these women be wanting abortion. All that. So they can have sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. And get pregnant and get rid of the baby. See? Talking about some freedom. Now they can't even find them. Man don't even want them out no more. See? There's no freedom. You have to obey what God said. God give you freedom like to have sex. But they want you to do it in the right way, the way he said, for you to get married. And you can have sex when you want and raise your family, children. Send these girls to school, college, to get your education. Go have your fun. Those no good women. You'd be telling all those other women like a rat pack. Young girls can't think for themselves. And they go out and have fun and stuff and get pregnant by those no good guys. And they be wanting to say there ain't no good man in the world no more. A good man don't want you because you ain't no virgin no more. You done been with too many men. So Carl wanted to have your fun. Freedom, having sex with Tom, Dick, and Harry. That's why the word came out. It's not how God wanted it. Wanted you to be able to have a family, raise your children and stuff. All children supposed to have their father and mother. That's how he set it up. But you listen to them no good women, just like these guys, listen to these no good guys in the street. This is what happened to them. They wind up in jail selling drugs and doing everything else, cursing and saying all kind of things. Women start doing the same thing. Stop following up with other no good people. Keep away from them. Mom and Dad used to tell us that when I was young. This is what happened to you. Girls always be saying, I gotta have my friend. The friend will destroy you. They're not Christian. Alright. I just wanted to give you give you many other things in the Bible. What God said, man, do the opposite. What God says. This is why he's in trouble now. You know, it won't get better for you. These women think they're going to get better because they got their little education and all that stuff, working on a job. Like a man thought it was going to be better for them. But the devil tricked you and fooled you. Now you can't get a man. Man don't want you no more because you done got ran through by too many men, like a prostitute. They don't want you having baby. You ain't going to want to take care of other women, other men's children. Man, use a little bit of common sense. But you didn't listen. You would listen to those no good women that wanted to be masculine, want to be like a man. So you get destroyed. All right. Back to Revelation. Where we were. 18. Revelation 18. And verse 22. And the voice of the harp and musician and of pipes and trumpeter shall be heard no more at all in thee, and no craftsman of whatsoever craft he be shall be found any more in thee, and the sound of a millstone shall be heard no more at all in thee, and the light of a candle shall shine no more at all in thee, and the voice of the bridegroom and of the bride shall be heard no more at all in thee, for thy merchants, you know, like the buying and selling. See, all of be buying and selling. That's what people are doing now. But it's just we're not in the last beast yet. But it all started ahead of time because we're in the first and the second beast. And the merchants were the great man of the earth, for by thy sorcery were all nations deceived. See, he said by thy sorcery, all that witchcraft and all that magic. You know, people have been playing like magic, like in like with Moses. You know, Moses turned the serpent, you know, his rod into a snake. You know, and you know, the magician, Pharaoh magician, did the same thing. You know, but Moses' rod swallowed all of them up. Moses' serpent swallowed the rest of them up. All right. It said, and in her was found the blood of prophets. You see, we found the blood of prophets and of saints and of all that were slain upon the earth. You see, all that were slain upon the earth. See? Because he deceived. The Babylonian system, all those beasts deceived people and lied to them and deceived. You know, and people can't see that like they're doing now. Few of them wake up and see, but the majority of them don't wake up and be deceived. The Bible says deceive the whole world and system. But because they be the love of money. The love of money is the root of all evil. Why do you think women want to be preacher and all that? And God tell them not to be. You see how they do the opposite of what God said? Women all on TV being preachers. You know, and when he say, I suffer not a woman to teach nor to use of authority over the man. Use of me having power, position, taken by force without rights. See, they use sexual harassment, discrimination, all the child molestation, all to take power away from all men. This is how they do it. That's why men don't want these women with a lot of children. You know, they're going to play around when they're young, 18, 17, 18 years old, 20 years old, and they think they'll go get a man when they finish their college education and go get a man. Man don't even want them because they done had too many children and done been ran through too many men. Like a prostitute, man don't marry no prostitute. Very few men will do that. Or you be with it wasting time. You know? You gotta get your man when you're young, and you know, trying to stay a virgin. You know, when you're in high school and college, and you know those guys who the decent guy are when you're in high school and college. You know, you pick the good, just like you go to the store. You see apples and oranges, you turn over the apple and orange, pick the good one. You know, because you be around these guys like in college every day, you know. You be around them in the classroom and everything. In high school, you be around, you know if he's pretty, he's a decent person, or if he's not a decent person. You know, just like your brothers and sisters, you be around them all the time, you know if they're pretty decent or if they're not decent. This is the time to pick. But they tell the girl to go focus on the education. They find out the education don't do them no good. They be lusting after that money. That money ain't gonna help you in the long run. You know, wind up living by yourself for the rest of your days. No man don't want you. And you say, oh man ain't no good. You go pick, he wanted to have fun. Pick the no good man to have fun with. And you get pregnant, and I don't have 2, 3, 4, 5 babies. You know, and expect to go, a man to want them afterward. Man ain't gonna want you. No decent man, no guys that ain't no good gonna wanna go with you. No matter if you have your house, your home, your cars, you got your education, house and code, they still don't want you because you ain't gonna want to listen. Because you say you don't need no man. So when you get old, but you always have a desire, because God done said in the beginning, you know, a woman could do her desire could be for a husband. Go back to the scriptures. All I tell you, but that's what I wanted to bring to you about the Babylonian system. You know, it deceive you, deceive the whole world, deceive all these women about education, about money, being like a man, and dressing like a man, acting like a man, being masculine. But they wind up being deceived. Seeing they weren't no good after that, but it'd be too late. So people don't care if you find out after when they deceive you. They laugh. They don't care. Go on about the bed. Go to another one. But thank y'all, and may God bless y'all and give y'all wisdom and knowledge and understanding of His Word.